Hey golfers, I'm Brian Mahoney. Just brushing up a little bit on the new decisions in the rules of golf. As we transition from a successful 2015 golf season, we look forward and start thinking about some of the changes in the rules of golf that might impact golfers next season. In the new edition of the decisions, there's going to be 4 key concepts that we're going to talk about today. The first is the change to Rule 18-2B, and that's a ball at rest moving. The example that we're going to reflect on is Padraig Harrington in 2009 at the Masters. In 2009, at Augusta, Padraig addressed his ball in preparation for making a putting stroke. Seeing the ball oscillating, he stepped away, and the ball later moved as a result of the blowing winds. At the time, Padraig incurred a single-stroke penalty and was required to replace the ball. In 2012, they introduced an exception under Rule 18 that said if some observable factor causes the ball to move, that the player is then exempt from penalty under Rule 18. Effective January 1st, 2016, this whole rule has been removed, and now it is simply a question of fact if the player did move the ball or not. The second key concept is referring to Rule 6-6D, and that's submitting an incorrect scorecard. So prior to 2016, if a player ever returned a scorecard to the committee with a score on a hole lower than what they actually made, it was a simple disqualification. Next year, if this happens and a player incurs a penalty that they were unaware of, we are simply going to add whatever that penalty was, plus an additional 2 strokes to the total, and then they're going to move forward. The third concept is referring to distance measuring devices or artificial devices. So in 2016, if a player uses a distance measuring device or some kind of a swing aid during the course of a round, when it's not permitted, they're no longer going to be instantly disqualified. The first breach, they will simply incur a 2-stroke penalty and be permitted to continue play. The fourth concept is the much talked about ban or prohibition on the anchored putting stroke. Here we're going to show you a couple pictures of strokes that are permissible, as well as some strokes that are anchored and would not be permitted effective January 1. So that's a recap of the 4 key concepts for 2016. For more information about the MGA, please visit our website, mgagolf.org. From all your friends at the MGA, please have a happy holidays. We'll see you next season.